Who never said their name.
Oh yeah.
That one don't ever get old.
Never.
Nah, that shit's hard.
This shit is timeless right here. Hey, shout out to Reverb. What up, dog?
What up, Verb?
Reverb on the motherfucking beat. Catch him at You Heard Verb on any streaming platform. You know what I'm saying?
And pay for this shit.
Right.
Buy it.
Do people do that shit anymore?
Buy stuff?
Yeah. No, music.
Music? No, that is kind of
No,
like...
I mean, like...
Honestly...
Like on streaming platforms. Like, does anybody buy your shit? Like, because I know you can see analytics.
I'm looking into setting something up with Bandcamp, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because on Bandcamp, you could get, $5, you could get my single.
Yeah.
And then if people want to...
And it's better than like the streaming services.
I think we're going to head ahead of ourselves.
Stream 10 million on Spotify to get 25 cents, so.
Yeah. That's highway robbery, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, we want to welcome everybody back to the Café Soul podcast.
What up? I am one of the hosts, Sonido15.
Bobby Vicious, so delicious. And we have a special guest with us here today.
Yes, sir.
Introduce yourself, sir.
What's up, folks? My name is Jesus God Given. MC ordinaire, but trying to become extraordinaire.
There you go, there, man.
I can debate that. You know what I'm saying?
A man with
or I
many
beg
layers.
to differ. I beg to differ.
A man with many layers. Layers.
Because so far, like what I've heard, I feel like there isn't anything out there like that. That's actually what's drawn me, to you.
Yeah.
Like the story is like the way like from the first podcast, right? I seen you chop something up and you tagged them in it or whatever, and I was like, yo, that shit is dope, dog. Like it was cool. And then the second time, right, from last week, you posted something, and I was like, yo, and I clicked on your page, I seen the link, and I'm like, let me listen to it.
Yeah.
And I loved what the fuck I heard. Straight up, dog.
I appreciate it.
I loved what I heard.
So the moral of the story is when I want to get some love from the podcast, you got to have Daniel on, DJ Noriega, so I could.
Hey, shout out to DJ Noriega.
Shout out to DJ
You know what I'm
Noriega.
saying? What up, dog? What's cracking? Hey, he's in the building.
Part of the young men in the background.
You know what I'm saying?
But no, man, I appreciate that. That's humbling.
Yeah.
I'm not good at receiving compliments, so
It's hard.
Yeah.
when you guys
It's
are
hard.
saying this, my initial instinct is to deflect and change it somewhere else.
Well,
I started,
But I appreciate it, man. I do. I appreciate that.
I started following you the first time he was here.
Yeah.
And you posted a joint, and I mean, this is crazy, about a year ago. I don't even remember what the name was of the song, but that's when I was like, this is different.
Yeah.
This is different. It's not it's not your normal everyday. You look at us, you expect a certain sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Be Mexican.
Yeah. You expect a certain sound, you expect a certain, there's just...
And no disrespect to the sound.
No, not at all.
I think and it's different, bro. Like, I'm not from LA.
Yeah.
I tell everybody, born and raised Inland Empire, California.
That's right.
It's a whole different culture out here.
Yeah.
We got that rancho lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's true.
But we ain't far from the city, so it's...
But Riverside is up the street.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a great combination, though.
Yeah.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Yeah.
And what the city slickers don't realize is that they don't get that part of it. You know?
Yeah.
And being that I came out, from that way and over here, and I'm like, oh shit, it's a fucking different lifestyle.
Yeah.
And of course, it wasn't hard to adapt. That'd be dumb for me to say that shit, but it was just different.
I always tell everybody, look, like I think the mistake we made, a lot of us, is growing up in the Inland Empire was the only thing that was popping in California back then was LA.
Yeah.
So a lot of us were trying to mimic that lifestyle.
Yeah.
The whole gangbanging culture. Don't get me wrong, all respect to everybody who gangbangs.
Yeah.
But for just the average kid out this way, it wasn't really, we ain't gangbanging like LA.
Yeah.
We ain't gangbanging like Riverside.
Yeah,
let alone,
exactly.
Now it's different, but I'm talking from my era.
Yeah.
Right?
Like it ain't quite Riverside, San Bernardino, but we got that.
But
I think that's what allows us to touch different different genres
different
of
music genres.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
think that's what allows us to touch
Exactly.
that.
Because
Yeah.
we're not so tied to, this community and that community. We have to listen to, this set, this dude representing this and that. So it gave us a lot more space to kind of
Yeah.
weave through different sounds and even, into like alternative.
Yeah.
Find our way
exactly.
to like Rage Against the Machine and
Exactly.
Alice in Chains and, the Doors, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So it wasn't just one thing, that's what you are. It just was a broad spectrum of everything that just kind of, it was like we're a bowl of menudo out here.
Exactly.
Straight up.
And then we
It's
grew
not
up
the
in
most
that.
prized meat. It's not the most prized, but once you get it all
We-
cooked up
yeah.
properly, that should have come out nice and
And you get
wake you up.
Yeah,
there's
for sure,
that, there's
for
that
sure.
there's that other part right out here where it was like you get your your little rap section, you get your little cholo section, you got your little like the little paisa section or whatever,
Yeah.
and then you had like the cure section. What do you call that? What
Misfit section.
The misfit section,
they got
yeah.
the Misfit tattoo on the forearm.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to my boy Jason Singh.
What up? What up? What's cracking?
yeah.
But yeah, the rebel scene,
Yeah.
the party
Hey,
scene.
hey, you know what? The rebel scene, like, to be honest with you, I wish that shit would come back.
Yeah.
I wish it would come back because
Hey, they came back. The girls dress like the rebels nowadays. They got the big pants up high.
yeah,
Yeah.
The belts and everything, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
so-
came
so-
back in a different gender. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
they got the look, but they don't have like the
The lifestyle.
the main ingredient.
Yeah, the
You know-
lifestyle.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was such a great time.
Yeah.
A lot of fools now will get bagged on if you had the bangs or if you had the certain cut
Oh, no,
or
don't
you
bring the
know
bangs back.
you got the Harley
Don't.
Davidson buckle belt and the boots or whatever. But like it's easy for other people to try to clown that shit. But like that was, I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
I knew fools and I was just like, damn, you get some badass bitches.
Yeah.
Oh, of
And-
course.
And the fools that are the dudes that are talking shit. My bad. I'm over here cussing. I don't even know if we're 8 minutes in.
No.
The dudes that are talking shit over here, shitting on the rebels, but I'm like, these fools are getting way badder bitches than you.
Yeah.
I seen some rebels, dog. Like we've been out in fucking like the Palladium, like all kinds of different spots.
Yeah.
I seen these rebel fools get busy, dog, just
yeah.
thumping, And
Yeah.
they obviously they turned into
Who's
cholos
the
later
boy
and shit.
from
You know what I'm
Dangerous
saying?
Minds? What was his name in Dangerous Minds? He was chugging with all the cholos. Emilio, bro. Remember in Dangerous Minds with Michelle Pfeiffer? Coolio, Gangsta's Paradise was the soundtrack.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I
Oh,
didn't
the
watch
actor?
It. I didn't
What's
watch
his
it.
name?
Yeah, but in the movie,
Yeah.
but the
Yeah.
rebel cat at the
Yeah,
end, they
yeah,
ended up
yeah,
killing
yeah,
him.
you're right, you're right,
He
you're
was
right,
a
you're right,
rebel,
you're right.
man.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
getting
yeah.
down with all of them. But yeah, man, like, hey, bro, it's
That's you know what, Doug. Honestly, and that's something that we failed to mention in this podcast. That we
lot.
are all from that party crew era.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what draws us to what we do.
yeah,
Because what was Bambaataa? It was a party crew.
Yeah, that's true. Oh
It was
yeah, you're right.
Rocksteady.
Yeah,
it was a party
yeah,
crew.
yeah. That's
You
right.
know?
Yeah,
I think that's
Breakers
why
and
it's so relevant in what we do.
yeah.
That's why we became this.
Yeah.
Not say because I know we weren't ever rebels, but if that party crew era is just so keen because
That's a good way to say it because we were from a party crew, but we weren't rebels.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like specifically,
Yeah.
and not knocking them. Like I couldn't do it because, like, if I'm gonna do something, I want to do something to the fullest. And if I can't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
you
kind of
can't-
like,
I was the cat. I was never in the party crew. I knew cats, my boy Noriega, but
Yeah.
I was the dude. They would throw the parties, and then I would go and we would do the cipher, the battle thing. You know what I
got you.
mean? And
but it
that-
was still present, right? It was present in the
back
same.
when it was okay to have a cipher at a
yeah,
party.
yeah, of course.
And nowadays you do it, they're like these fucking nerds freestyling in the front.
Yeah.
right.
You know what I mean? But back then, when you could get
Like
some,
really the
Yeah.
the rebel that whole scene, the party crew scene is just a
Even down to the groovers, dog. Like you gotta
dog.
remember, groovers
bro.
were backpackers, dog.
Yeah,
groovers to me were backpackers.
Hey, I was so jealous of the fools with the Mickey Mouse hands and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like what?
And yeah.
well, it was crazy too, because like I remember
Oh yeah,
I
yeah, the
love
Jinko
Jinko
jeans,
pants,
yeah,
yes.
straight up Gat, fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a little different, but still, like you
Yeah.
could still rock all that shit, you know? Yeah,
Yeah.
so
straight
they
up.
used to cut the interstates.
Yeah.
so they flared out.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I remember the DJ Humpty Vision,
Yeah,
right? The
course.
era. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, what's the girl's name? DJ Irene, straight up.
But in middle school,
Shout
bro,
out to them.
like it's crazy to think about it now, but like there was no TikTok, there was none of this.
None of that shit.
No.
But every middle school lunch, I went Pinnacotti Middle School. You know, they were out there battling, bro.
Pinnacotti, dog. I went to Good Hope for a little bit.
Yeah, I went to Good Hope too, man.
Oh, what for real?
Yeah, I lived out in Good Hope for
what?
Yeah, fourth grade.
Yeah.
Fourth grade. I lived
Population like
everywhere.
37 people, dog. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
No, for real.
Walking to school,
yeah.
dog.
So,
Walking to
look,
school.
today.
So
Yeah.
let me
Talking
tell
about
you
today.
something about Good Hope. My mom, my dad's family lived on that street, Good Hope School. They lived on that street since 1954
Really?
when they came from Sonora out this way.
Okay. Oh, you're
And then-
Sonora bound.
Yeah, my
Oh,
dad's
okay.
family.
What part of
then-
Sonora?
My dad's from Nogales.
Nogales. Okay.
yeah.
Shout out Nogales, bro.
So you head up, right? Then you hit Alice. You head up a little,
yeah.
and then there's a street called Palm. And my great grandmother named that street. They were the first ones to live on
Really?
that street. And my mom was born and raised on that street since '64. Man.
Damn.
So my family's lived out that way. I still have a lot of family in that area.
Yeah.
And then of course, Paris is right up the street.
They
but-
said 64. That was the year my dad was born.
yeah.
Damn.
Damn, what a trip.
But
Shout out to Pops.
Hey, you know they got that dirt bike track right there, right in that little area.
I used to live
That's
right
like a real
behind
famous.
that.
That's
I
a
used
real
to-
famous spot.
I used to live on a fifth wheel. In that.
So did my
the
aunt,
fifth-
dog.
the
Like,
fifth
like
wheel
right
back
around
there.
the way. Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, that's
Damn, dog.
Back
I
in
didn't
the
even
day.
know that shit. Like we've
humble
known each other
beginnings, dog.
forever.
Humble
Yeah.
beginnings, dog. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like the rancho, like there's ranches out there, bro.
Hell yeah.
And I mean, that's where we kind of came from.
Yeah.
And then you hit middle school. There was only one middle school in Paris back then.
Yeah.
Everybody went to it, right? See, I think there's like a little golden era in my city. And I'm not talking like my city is the,
I know what
but,
you mean, yeah.
but there was a little golden era where there was one middle school, one high school before they built like Citrus and all these other high schools. Before even, there's like an era, bro, from like 1998 to like 2006 where everybody went to the same middle school, to the same high school. And we knew everybody's brother, everybody's aunt, everybody's cousin. We all were right there. And then even my family all went to Paris High since my dad was in 71. Everybody in my family went to Paris High.
Oh shit! What a trip. That's crazy.
And
Panthers.
it just,
Panthers, right?
yeah. Paris Panthers, bro.
Yeah.
And it's just.
I told him not to wear his fucking varsity jacket. You know what I'm
He
saying?
told me not to wear green. He told me not to wear green. I was going to wear the green Paris Panther
This
hat,
is
bro.
maroon and gray. Hey, it's maroon and gray right here, dog.
Hey,
You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
same league. That's right. That's right. That's the same league, bro.
But
Yeah,
our
our-
football team back then, bro, we weren't that good, dog.
You know what, Doug? I remember.
No,
back
you guys
then.
had a good coach.
I was good. I was good.
Who was your
but I didn't
coach?
try.
Well, you're 39, so you're 3 years
Simpson, Coach Simpson, and then
after him. He came from West Valley. He
Coach
was,
Beveridge.
no, so it was before him then.
Who coached over?
He had the run and shoot offense. Remember, he had fucking like Dana Cabrera and shit out here.
Wallace?
Wallace,
Coach Wallace?
Yeah, coach. That's right, Wallace. Right?
Yeah,
Was it Wallace? Yeah.
Yeah, because he coached the JV. Remember when we were on that?
No. It wasn't
No, he
him.
was varsity the whole time, but at the old West Valley.
Yeah, at the old West Valley. Yeah, and then Weeson took his spot,
Weeks took his spot. That's right.
and he went. He was the fucking It's that math class. Come on, man.
Record keeping.
Record keeping. That's right.
Yeah, because that's.
I said, I don't want to offend anybody. You don't have to answer this, dog, but I'm going to just give you a little question based on this because since you're like kind of around the area. And, in this area, we've got like, little cities, right? And then we have like little towns or whatever. But what city do you think has the easiest girls?
Oh man, I don't know. I'm a married man these days, but
All right, that's good. Good answer.
I can't
Good
really
answer.
say.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, dude, I'm a big dude. I ain't gonna lie. Like I was some Don Juan. It was never easy for me, bro. I had to put in work, and
But you play ball, dog. So I know what that's like.
But it was never like I was never Mr. Don Juan.
Yeah,
That
I
my
got
boy right there with that chair. You should ask him that question. Don't ask me.
Hey, on our next
But,
conspiracy theory freaking episode, dog, we gotta ask him that question.
But if I had to
If you had to
say
pick?
a city, I mean, you could say Paris.
Damn.
It ain't like that's
Shout
what I
out to
know.
Paris,
so that's
you know
what I'm
what
gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say because that's what I know. That's the city I know. You know what I mean? So,
Oh shit.
Hey, dude, you got to answer. So that's your answer? That's your answer?
Final answer?
What's your final answer? No comment. Hey, good one. Good one.
Hell
Yeah, I
yeah.
should have stuck with my wife's gonna be like, really?
Hey,
Nah,
Doug.
it's all
So
good. And look, I don't mean any disrespect. This is just part of. This is like the shits and
it's
giggles.
just entertainment.
Shits and giggles
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
Yeah, it's all entertainment.
So do you go back to Sonora, Doug, or do you?
I've never
Never been there.
never been with my pops. When I was younger, we went to like with the homies and things like that, like Tucson and
Yeah.
going around that
Yeah,
area.
where the whole it's
being-
pretty much being there. Yeah, I lived in Phoenix. Yeah, trust me, I know.
Yeah, well, we did live in Arizona for a little bit. Came back in 96. I came back.
Got you,
Yeah,
got you. So you're a class of 02?
2002.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
My math still works sometimes. My math is mathing.
My
Doug.
math ain't mathing anymore.
Ah, shit.
yeah. He did that good. I don't know what clues he picked up on to figure that out. But
Well, just use your age and my age. I'm 98.
oh,
He's
okay,
98.
Yeah, yeah.
So 98 then was my in Paris.
No, here.
Out here,
Oh, okay,
out here,
okay,
yeah. West Valley Mustangs. You know what I'm saying?
We
You guys were rivals, dog. You guys were
Yeah.
rivals, but hey,
It was
all good,
more
it's all good.
where Hemet Bulldogs was more the rival back then, but
yeah.
we weren't
Oh,
that good.
shit.
Bro,
You
in
guys,
football.
they must have moved up then.
No, I don't think Hemet was in their league. No, I don't think Hemet was in their league. Well, no, I wouldn't say maybe in that time. I don't remember. We were just focused on us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
What would you say would be your biggest influence from where you grew up?
from where I grew up.
Because we're talking party crew stuff, all that stuff.
But see, for me, musically, my biggest influence was from my own family.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you got a family of musicians?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
that's
like,
right. That's right.
Okay.
with me, I believe it started with my grandmother. She
Okay.
was her and my tias were in a mariachi group. Of
course.
At Mana Garcia's back in the 1940s.
What?
So they sang they had some radio appearances in
Yeah,
LA
I
back in
know
the
who that
day.
is, yeah.
Because originally my family's from East LA. So before they moved out this way in the 60s, my grandma and all them, they were out that way. They would be on the radio and sing and all that good stuff. So my grandma was a singer. My grandfather was a writer. And he just was always, when I was young, and we lived in Arizona with them for a little bit, he was always like writing and kind of like just saying little things like you don't think are big. It's like, hey, you gotta, write down your thoughts, whatever you're thinking,
yeah.
Frankie, right? And he would tell me things like that.
Something like a creator would tell you. Yeah.
Yeah, like-
creatives, it's funny. The way they communicate is different.
And then just seeing him like study, he was always studying something. He had a book with the highlighter, so it just got me interested in words, like that kind of thing. But then my uncle Dave, very very good musician, like very very good musician, and my cousin Tony, great guitar player. My cousin David, great drummer. So growing up at our family functions, they were always playing music, right? And this was more alternative music. It wasn't even hip hop. It was like, like I said, Alice in Chains, covering Stone Temple Pilots, Metallica.
Gotcha.
Yo, Stone
you
Temple
know,
Pilots.
STP,
yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say my family like is we're Chicano, we're Mexican,
Yeah,
bro.
of course.
But we're like that Bob from La Bamba, like my uncles
Yeah,
ride bikes,
straight up.
and,
Hey.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know what I mean.
No, yeah.
They're motorcycle riders
Yeah,
and that
so-
kind of stuff.
yes.
So rock and roll kind of deal. And then my dad on the flip, he was the smooth Motown lowrider. He had all the lowriders.
that's right.
Guy had the
That's
oldies
right.
playing.
Yeah, so that was kind of what molded me because
It's a great blend.
Right.
yeah, man.
Great
It
blend.
is. It really is.
My uncles playing music, and then my dad playing Bobby Caldwell.
Dog,
just
shout
like,
out to Bobby Caldwell. Rest in peace.
We need that.
dog.
We need that one for that. Yeah, yo.
Yeah.
One of my favorite artists, man.
Yeah. So I grew up listening to all this music, and then I think when I really sit and think about it, when it came to like writing lyrics, I'd have to say it started with my mom, as odd as that may sound, because she used to write the lyrics for songs I liked down. So she would write down like the Guns N' Roses lyrics and
Really?
songs that I couldn't really, and then she would give them to me so I could know them and sing them with her.
Really?
And so we would be singing Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith, all this stuff. And then that kind of got me like interested in the words in the song.
Got you.
So then fast forward a few years with my cousin Rudy, and we're all having competitions who could learn the Bone Thugs and Harmony lyrics first.
Oh shit!
So we're like,
That's a tough one, dog. You know what I
You
mean?
know?
Like, yeah, that's
This
not like a regular cadence.
Yeah, no,
this is
not at all.
pre-internet. This is pre,
Yeah.
you know. So we're like, you know, and I had a friend, Kenny. This dude, I remember he learned the lyrics to Gin and Juice. He learned the lyrics to Gin and
Yeah.
Juice before me, and I was pissed off. I was like, man, fuck this motherfucker.
There's a lot of like,
You know, but-
play and pause, going back,
But yeah.
rewind, play, pause.
Exactly.
But yeah, sitting by the radio, just
Yeah.
trying to learn like lyrics. So we just started with writing lyrics, and then I had my cousin Fern. He lived with us, and
Is Fern a barber?
my cousin Fernando. No, he's
Oh, okay.
he's out in Arizona right now. Shout out to Fern. But he had all these tapes, right? So he would be playing these tapes, and I'm like, what? I didn't know what it was, bro. I'm like 7, 8 at the time, and he would write down little raps, right? And he would say them, and I'd be like, wow, that's pretty cool, man. And then he had this Funk Dubious tape. I don't know if you guys remember Funk Dubious.
Son
Hell
Doobie,
yeah,
dog.
dog.
Son
Hey.
Doobie.
Yeah,
Hey, Son Doobie right here, dog.
Yeah.
Did you know he went it? Did you know he went into that?
No.
You don't have
He's
to say
in
it
this
out loud.
industry- Yeah, he's in this industry now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know
did not
about like
that.
this current moment.
he was, yeah,
yeah, but
yeah.
yeah, at that time, like,
Yeah,
yeah, he
Son
was doing his
Doobie.
thing.
Yeah.
Straight
Yeah,
up.
but my cousin, he would write these raps, right? And he used to call me Mookie. You guys remember the movie Deuce Here? What was the movie?
Yeah, do the right thing.
Yeah. So whatever movie that was, he would call me, you know, Mookie, and he wrote this rap. He went like this. Look, he said, it went Mookie like a mother. He was my cousin, but I treat him like he was my brother. 5'6", and I was only 9. Mookie. And when I heard that, I was like, oh shit.
That's
You
it.
could write your own
That's
lyrics.
it. Yeah.
And I was so impressed, like, you know, but he had that old school cadence, that kind of deal. And it just started from there. Next thing you know, my cousin Rudy, he's got Fruity Loops. We're in his closet. He's making whack beats. I'm making whack rhymes. You know?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
That's what that was. It was shots. It
But
was shots.
we're young, bro. We're
Yeah,
young. Like
of course.
he progresses. He gets better at what he's doing. But that's where it started, bro. Like we don't know what we're doing, dog. We're just trying to, you know,
Trying to make something. Trying to make something. Yeah.
And I didn't even know how to structure a rhyme. I didn't even know what a bar was. I didn't know nothing. I'm just out there just saying the most wild stuff in a rap and just trying to get folks to laugh. You know.
He taught me what bars were, dog. I didn't know what the fuck
Well,
they were.
Who taught me was Daniel knows, Noriega knows, the homie Martell. It's Mega, right? He's worked with Young T's. He's worked with you know, we've known him for years. But I remember seeing him write in Noriega's studio, and he's just writing, and then I see him like doing these parentheses every 2 lines, like, what the fuck's he doing, you know?
Yeah.
And then he started telling me like, oh yeah, this is the bar and blah blah blah. Yeah. Like, oh, okay.
And you know, when I started writing, I said there were so many words that I would use, and I like a lot of A's and the and fuck or whatever it was, right?
Yeah.
And it was just like too many words in a bar.
Yeah.
But like right when I started getting it, like the bars, right when I started, like when I was able to shorten them up and say what I needed to say that was impactful, I guess. Even though I wasn't a lyricist, I was starting to structure it to the song, like to where it was on point.
Yeah.
That's when I stopped. I stopped rhyming. You know what I mean? Pretty much like right around that time, and so I feel like I never really got to peak with like right when I understood the structure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I could count the bars and we could do it because like there was times like you know you get on a beat and you don't like you start halfway through the you would know I'm sure you know that you know you start like fools that start halfway through the bar and shit and then you're trying to structure the 16 and as far as the beat maker goes you know you're trying to like do the 16
The guy who starts on the 3.
yeah you know what I mean and you're trying to structure it in the song and fools are going into where the chorus would be and you're like oh shit like that's off you know
Yeah. Well, you could ask Nori, bro. Like if he when we used to record, I didn't know like he'd be like, all right, bro, 2 bars is gonna come in. And I'd be like, and I'd be off, like,
Dog.
and he'd be like, run it back.
I hate it when he
Run
did
it back.
that, dog.
Run it back.
I hate it
bro,
when he
I'm
did
the
that.
run it back king, like, for real. Like,
Nah,
run it
nah.
back. Run it back. Run it back.
You
I'm
fools
like,
got to battle that as far as the run it back, the run it back
dog.
kings, yeah.
No.
You know?
I used to just say it for him. I used to be like, you want to run it back, right? Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, because he'd be like, hey, you're going to come in the 4th bar.
Yeah.
Or you're coming right after that. I'm just like,
Yeah.
dog.
But you know what was helpful? What was helpful is sometimes we get takes that I'm like, I know he can't do it again.
Yeah.
I know you could, but at that time I'm like, we've been doing this for so long. Like, nah, like I'll keep it. Once I started recording on GarageBand, like on the computer, you know, because I was able to just like, you know, slide this shit over and everything. But before, when we had the little Tascam 4 track, it was hard to bounce shit over because 4 is basically 8, right?
Yeah.
But you have to learn how to bounce, especially when you have the beat on 1, and just like all that other shit, dog. Like it was. So when it came to mix it down, it was fucking horrible. All our early shit was horrible.
I remember we bought me and my cousin Rue. We bought a karaoke machine, bro, and it had the 2 tape players where it could play the beat on this one and record the beat on this one, but in the mic. So we would have the mic, bro, and we'd be sitting there like this, and we both be, and then boom, say your verse, and then boom, say my verse, and then the chorus. We both say the chorus, and then you know we would. All right, then we hope that sounds good.
Yeah.
And we listened to it, and I mean, we thought we were it, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so
like everyone else.
Oh shit, my bad.
nah, it's all good.
I was trying to hit some. Oh fuck, see, here I go fucking it up again.
So yeah, bro, that's how it started, and then
yeah.
we just were trying to make music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think back then, if we're gonna be honest with the situation, like I said, we were in a time where nobody wanted to hear anything from anybody out here.
Yeah.
You know, I say to this day, my boy, it's Mega Martell from Moreno Valley, bro. He should have been, you know, known, and that dude is so talented. Back in the day, he was doing things. I mean, if you go back to Noriega's first studio sessions album, I mean, he killed that whole album, bro. I'm on it.
Is he
but
Mexican?
I'm like,
Is he Mexican?
No, Martell, he's a black man.
Oh, okay.
But he killed that whole album, bro. And I remember I'm listening to my songs, and I'm thinking my shit is whack. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, Martell's over there singing and harmony. He's doing everything, bro. And I mean, some of those songs on there are just classics, bro. And shout out to Martell, bro. It's all love with Martell.
What's
It's
cracking?
Mega. You know, man.
Is he still around or what?
Oh yeah. He just put out a song called Know Me Now on Spotify.
Oh shit.
Know Me Now. It's Mega with the 3. Spell Mega with the 3. But
okay.
yeah, he's on there, man. And
I remember that.
So I was always like just surrounded by people who were better than me at anything. I can't play the guitar. I can't, you know, I always said if I could sing, man, I don't think I would really want to rap.
Yeah.
So I was always surrounded by people who were better than me. And
That's
kinda-
the best way to do it.
yeah,
Right?
I just,
best way to do it.
Yeah.
and I think now I'm better than all these motherfuckers. But at the time,
That's the way an MC has to think, dog.
at the time, you know, it took me being whack and
No,
like
no,
real
no,
talk,
yeah.
bro.
Gotta learn,
Like
yeah.
you can't come out running, bro.
Yeah.
You know, you got to train, you got to go, and then you got to live, man, and you got to. All right, who am I? Who am I really? And then you got to be comfortable with putting that out on record.
Yeah.
And that's
you know
what had to happen.
It's funny that you say that because if you're dominant at anything and you're around, you know, people that you could dominate at certain things, or let's say at that, if you're around and you're pretty much the person dominating it, you can't grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to get humbled.
Yeah.
Somebody has to come through and put you on your ass. It's you know, the sparring sessions are what makes the boxer, bro.
Yeah.
They could train all they want. You know, they could be in great shape, but if they can't take the hit,
Yeah.
you know, it's what makes it.
And if I'm gonna be totally transparent, there was a time in life where I couldn't take the hit, so I had to learn to take them hits.
Yeah,
because
I know exactly what that's like.
That's what stopped me in my tracks with this music shit early on a lot. Because I had gone through a lot of things. Yeah. So when life hit me, I was like, oh, you know, you run around and thinking I'm a man, bro. You ain't a man, you know, your whole manhood.
Yeah. Nah.
Right?
Nah.
You gotta become
agree.
and you grow into that.
It takes a lot to see it and to get into
and
it.
especially being young and going through a lot of the things that we go through growing up. It's just like you gotta
especially
get there, bro.
Especially with what you wanted to do. You wanted to rhyme.
Yeah.
And for you, what you're supposed to be doing is getting a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Working until you can't work no more, until your back is gone.
But then it messes it up even more when you get in trouble with the law.
On top of that.
And so you're kind of
now you're in the system.
Well, look, bro, you victimized yourself kind of in a way. Like I was like, woe is me, you know, for years, and then I found myself trying to get a job, trying to, you know. So once you kind of like hit that rock
Got the
bottom,
ice cube, huh? That's the only thing that sucks about these cocktails. You know what I'm saying? The ice. Pause.
Yeah.
Hey. Nah, no pause. Hey, so if you could think back to when you started, right?
Yeah.
Like this time that we're talking about. Who would have been the artist that you were like, man, I want to do a joint with that person?
man, I still say to this day, bro, I would love to do a joint with Fat Joe.
Really?
Just because I was such a big, like, I mean,
Like Don Cartagena
I
Joe
see it
or
on
Joe
the
now?
board. Like just Fat Joe in general. Like I see the Happy B-Day pun on the board. When was his birthday?
Tomorrow.
Okay, so
Today,
Oh, today? Oh, it's today.
had a birthday pun.
Today.
November 10th.
They
Oh,
knew,
the 10th. That's right.
yeah. They went and got the biggest Mexican they could know to represent for you on your birthday puns. They were like,
Yeah,
we need
nah.
to step it up, get someone bigger.
Pun to me is top 5 easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Lyrically,
Yeah,
bro.
he makes it. I mean, and that's that we really didn't get to see anything.
Yeah, you ever hear when they say you hear a bar and you're like, nah, I don't want to rap no more. Yeah, that was what like with pun. When he did I dead in the middle, a little.
Yeah.
Like that whole thing, I was like, wow.
What's that thing
know.
you were talking about earlier?
Who did it better, homie? Snoop and Dre or Joe and Pun?
Snoop and Dre, dog. But I love Joe and Pun, bro.
But that pun,
Yeah. I
fucking
get what you're
verse
saying. I
is-
get what you're saying, but Snoop and Dre is like,
Is it because it was first?
no.
or is it bias?
It was better because
biased.
look,
It has
because
to be.
Snoop, name a Snoop classic, right?
Well, that's probably Snoop's
Doggy
best
Style,
verse.
right?
In my opinion, that's
Right.
Snoop's
You
best
name a
verse.
Dre classic, right?
Yeah.
So you can name a Pun classic, now name a Fat Joe classic. No disrespect to Fat Joe. I just said I would want to do a song with him more than anybody, but my boy Fat Joe don't have a classic album.
I'm a big FloJo fan, though.
He does.
I like
Don
Cartagena.
FloJo.
Don Cartagena, though.
FloJo was a little bit before my time, so I didn't get the whole
Yeah, I got the FloJo.
vibe, but
And Don Cartagena was okay. I liked it.
hey, Jealous One Still Envy, Loyalty, I love Fat Joe, bro,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, you know, Snoop and Dre, bro.
Snoop and Dre?
You can't, come on, bro.
It's all right. It's all right.
Come on, bro. They had the whole.
It's not all right. But anyways, we go.
They had the whole East Coast shit, bro.
You know what? It's funny, Doug, because that question, I'll probably ask everybody who comes there and who mentions that. And, you know, if it segue into it, because my corpo and I, one day we were just drinking, and another homie of ours just brought it up. He's like, hey, why don't you guys ever ask this question? And I was like, fuck, I was just, I don't know, befuddled, whatever the fuck you want to say.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, that's right. It's a good question because you wonder who did do it better.
Yeah.
Only because, of course, I remember Deep Cover because I was watching MTV Raps when that shit came on at midnight.
Are we talking about just that song?
The cup, yeah.
Oh yeah, Joe and Pun did that better.
Oh no, I'm talking about the song. Just who.
Oh yeah. I think you're talking about a whole
Career-wise?
career.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? No. The deep cover Pun, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That dead in the middle, that's not even the hardest part. He raps.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like the second verse when it's like, how I'm a big dude, dog. That breath control he had.
Yeah.
No, it was different. It was different.
No. Deep cover, what Joe and Pun is.
And that's not even, I don't think that's
Definitely
Fat
better.
Joe's best shit. I think, for me, Joe's best verse is probably on The Enemy with Big L.
Yeah.
Love that shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm a Joe fan, bro. I would love to work with Fat Joe. Oh yeah, for sure. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
But yeah, besides Joe, I mean, I would like, damn, I don't know, bro. That's hard.
Okay,
Because
so
I don't really find myself like if you would ask me that question 10 years ago, I'd have ran off like Kanye. I would have ran off like all these folks now. But now, like I'm kind of in my own, I know where I'm trying to go.
yeah. Okay, so let's do this then. At this point, right now, today, if you can get one beat from any producer, just one beat, who would it be?
A DJ Noriega beat, bro.
Hey,
You feel me? That's my
yo,
guy.
what up, dog?
But if I can't get a DJ Nori beat, you know, man, of course you want to say like who's somebody like the Alchemist, a RZA beat would be nice, right? Like just off of the
Which RZA though? Like Bobby
Circa.
Digital RZA or like
over the stove, over the stove RZA,
Okay,
36 RZA.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? 36 Chambers.
yeah.
Which isn't it the anniversary of 36 too?
30th anniversary.
Is it already?
Yeah, 30th
Oh,
anniversary.
Shit, dog, you're old. You're old as hell.
Yeah. I stole that tape out of Long's Drugs. If you don't know who what the store Long's Drugs is, then you ain't from out here.
Long's.
I ain't gonna lie,
straight up.
I did not catch the like you said. Like I said, I'm a little younger. I caught 36 and it had to be 96 in like 7th, 8th grade when I started listening to.
That's right.
Really listening to hip hop is my homie.
We got a good Mobb Deep album '96 too.
Yeah,
You know?
really good.
So, but yeah, 36, man. The first time we heard it, we used to play that like before football games. And
Yeah,
my homie Tommy,
that would
rest
be
in- rest in
perfect.
peace.
Yeah.
And he put me on to Wu-Tang. He put me on to Living Legends, Murs. He put me on to
Hey, Murs.
Dilated
Murs.
Peoples. He put me on to man, like he was underground, right? He was listening to all this.
We don't
underground.
fuck with Dilated on this show.
Yeah.
He's lying. We got some issues.
Oh, good.
Nah,
My bad. But at the time, this is who he was introducing
I'm just
me
fucking
to.
with you.
we love. Hey, Rock is dope, bro.
Yeah.
Ev is dope. Shout out to Babu as well.
Oh, yeah, the slow flow.
Yeah. Shout out to Babu as well.
I got another question. If you could have anybody ghostwrite for you, who would it be?
Ghostwrite for me. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily want anybody to ghostwrite for me, but
This is one of the
That's the right
exceptions.
answer. That's the right answer.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't mind collaborating with like
And still ghostwriting or collaborating is the same word, or what do we?
I'm not gonna say I don't want nobody to ghostwrite for me. I'm cool, man. You know,
Hell yeah.
you know what I mean.
Hell yeah.
But if I could, like I said, Fat Joe, work with Joe. Of course, you want to work with like Jada Kiss and
Jada's
these
dope.
guys. But to keep it newer, like I mean, J. Cole. J. Cole's he's on a run, bro.
Hey, J. Cole's hard.
In the past
J.
4
Cole's,
years,
J. Cole's hard. J. Cole's
Look,
like,
I think the features he's been putting out, Lil Wayne's the mixtape feature king. Like,
Yeah, he goes on your track to murder
we'll
you.
just
Yeah,
say that.
Yeah.
But Cole,
Cole's been murdering
I
everybody.
mean, he's killing the feature, bro.
Yeah, he is. He is.
And-
I mean, look what he did to Drizzy this last time.
Yeah, he did.
that's easy though,
He did.
because it's not because it's like Drizzy's trying to stay relevant.
Yeah.
right? and I mean,
He was putting out the same album over and over.
yeah, but Cole's not putting out the albums, so he's able to get in his bag.
gear,
To get in his bag, and then this guy who provides a platform for him to bring him on, and then he just shits on him. And I'm not, kind of get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not really fair.
Yeah, no, I get exactly what you're saying.
yeah.
But the flip side of that coin is Cole even made Yachty sound okay.
Yeah, he killed that Yachty verse.
And Yachty didn't sound bad either.
No,
And
he
I'm
did
not a Yachty fan. You got to hear this song. Have you heard it?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So is it like a Yachty on a Cole song?
No, it's Cole on a Yachty song.
I know,
I
but I'm
believe,
just
yeah.
saying, like,
Yeah,
was
but
that the way it
you know,
sounds?
you know what? Honestly, though, Doug, like me, I look at that situation like if you know homie's gonna come because he's coming for your fucking head.
Yeah.
He's coming for your
coming
head.
for you.
Yeah, he's coming for you. That's what I like about Cole. Cole doesn't care. He's there. He's there to do what an MC's supposed to do. It's competition. At the end of the day, I don't care who homie is.
Yeah.
I want the best verse on this shit.
Do you think that's why we didn't get a whole lot of Black Thought fucking features?
Maybe. Would
Maybe
you want to come after him?
Well,
Yeah.
Pause.
Think about it. Wow. That's a good,
crazy.
That was
That
a
is
good.
crazy.
That was a good pause.
They count in the main voice. That's crazy. Yeah.
That was a good pause.
but you know what I'm saying though, like to me it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter because that's like because I hold him here. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that like, oh, you're gonna do a joint with me, like, oh, let's do it, right? So I don't really look at it in that way. Would I try to write my ass off? I'll call you. Now I'm looking for a ghostwriter, you know. But it'd be the closest guy to me who could write from my perspective.
Yeah.
Even though like I'm, you know, we have that purist mindset. As I'm getting older, I'm starting to be like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But if I'm gonna have one, it's gonna be the guy that.
I don't know. I think you said like it's like, you know, with all love. I'm gonna leave with love.
It's all good, dog. It's all
like
good.
you said though, you got to a certain point where you were like, I don't want to write no more, right?
No. I had to stop.
Yeah.
I had to stop.
But the guy who's looking at them words like they're a puzzle, you know?
Yeah.
Like Jay-Z's billionaire, but he'll never be like, yo, look, I'm too rich to rap. Let me get a ghostwriter. He just would rather not rap.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Well, I mean, he did have a lot of help. It still does to this day.
I would say more
Cameron
so,
exposed it. You know what I'm talking about.
I didn't see what Cameron was saying, but I would say,
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
but I would say with the, you know, courses and that sort of thing, I would imagine Kanye helped a lot and that sort of thing. But
No, I'm talking about him being a biter.
oh,
Remember that Cameron shit?
With Biggie, yeah.
No, just in general. Even Snoop shit. Like all remember that Cameron shit? That Cameron joint. What was it called? I'm not a writer. I'm a biter. Remember he flipped that shit on him. Remember that joint? I can't think of the name of the song, but
it's writer, not a biter. That's
And remember, like he played.
But this is coming from Cameron. We already saw what
fucking
Cameron rhymes.
Super petty. Yeah. He
Ca-
can't even talk straight.
But they have a great fucking sports show. Him and Mace. I fuck with that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I'm
shit.
Listen to it.
And I'm gonna cut all that shit out you just said.
No,
Because we ain't here to fucking. They already got their fucking subscribers.
I'll give him props. I'll give him props.
Yeah, he like, why you advertising? Free advertisements.
Because they ain't fucking bigging us up. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I feel like if I was in a
just talking
position to afford ghostwriters, I wouldn't be in a position really to be validated anymore when it comes to music.
Yeah.
Like I would feel like I'd done it off of the music thing. I made my money. So I don't need to prove anything really anymore by going out and getting some ghostwriters to really you're just doing it to stay relevant for the clout. Nah, I'm not that kind of guy, man. I'd rather be not known and just kind of.
Worst line ever written in rap was "I don't write rhymes, I write checks."
Yeah.
Worst fucking line I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Then keep writing checks.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go sell used cars or something.
But I'm not gonna lie.
I wish you. No, hey.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind if that was my line. But I'm speaking from 43-year-old me.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know what I putting into just life in general, and I'm just like.
But our labor speaks for itself. That's why. You know, you speak. You're coming from that mindset to where we got that 9 to 5. We got that blue collar.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
I would love.
So that's why I'm like,
I would love that check.
Yeah.
But
I feel you.
But I mean, either way,
because then you would have gotten paid today.
Yeah, I'm cool. Look, bro, I was raised broke, bro. We come from the mud.
Yeah,
I'm cool. I don't need to get paid for that. You know,
especially for something that we would probably sit around here and do. Just, I mean, look at downstairs. Downstairs, I think we had a conversation that was just it was
organic.
just free flow. Yeah, it was just organic. Yeah.
Hey, but don't we always say we always have our best conversations downstairs?
Yeah, we got to take the camera downstairs. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
We got to do that pre conversation could be new content.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna get new content.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we just thought about it right now.
Yeah.
With some giveaways.
Damn, you know what? Yeah, we didn't even bring that up today. Well, we just did right now, but we got to figure that shit out.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Hey, Doug, what are 3 things that people get wrong about you?
That I mean. Yeah, a lot of people, even people I went to high school with, they were like, man, I thought you were an asshole.
Yeah.
Just because I'm a big dude.
Yeah.
You know, like, man, I thought you were an asshole. Which don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I could be an asshole.
But that's also them
But-
like putting their insecurities onto you.
Onto him.
You know what I'm
right.
saying? And by saying like, oh, I thought you were this way, but it's like, just relax a little bit, talk to me. Or like if I walk by you, don't like judge me, like, just say what's up or whatever it is, right?
You might find out who I really am if you actually, just
that
let your guard down.
Not have that preconceived notion of me.
See that when I'm an asshole, maybe that I'm not as smart as you would think.
Yeah.
Right. Big dude. They might think I'm like Hordor. Just trying to hold the door. Or something, you
Straight
feel
up,
me?
dog.
Just hold the door. Like this big lumbering lumberjack, bro. But you know, I like to think I'm
No,
well
no.
spoken and that I can have a good
Nah,
conversation.
you
with
prove
people.
that with the, you know.
Yeah, but man, that's a lot. I don't know, man. If you could, that's probably a question my wife could answer better than me.
It's funny that you say that because I agree with that. Like
know what I mean?
there's things where I'm like, oh shit, I'm like she knows me better than I know myself.
Shout out to my baby Jackie. People stop looking at my Instagram and thinking there's problems with me and her. I'm just putting my music out and trying not to mix the family and everything, right?
Yeah.
I had a friend like
That's huge.
they're like, hey, I noticed you took your wife and kids all off of your Instagram and what's going on? What's really going on? I'm like, no, man, I'm just trying to get my music heard and you know, and that sort of thing. But that's my baby, man.
Yeah.
She holds me down.
And it's hard to mix them. You really there's kind of you want to kind of keep that part of your life private anyway, you know.
Yeah, man, it's crazy out there too. Like you see, I had my kids like for a while. I was posting nothing but my babies up there, and then you start hearing stories and this kid kidnapped and this girl kidnapped, and I just was like, man, I don't want my kids out there like
of course,
that no more, man. So I even
especially with all this AI shit, you know.
Yeah, and so I even told my wife, I said, baby, I'm gonna take the kids down. Like, I just don't feel comfortable. I don't know. As my music goes more around more ears, not everybody who follows me is someone that I know is a person of character, right?
Yeah.
That I would trust to see my children like that. So, you know, I share with those people and the rest of the people, you know, they get, you know, what they get.
Yeah.
You posting dumb shit.
No, you're right. You're right. In the words of the great Iron Mike Tyson, not everybody who helps you's your friend.
Yeah.
Shit, that's a fucking damn truth.
Yeah,
right there.
you know, he hit that nail right on the head.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
So I just got a couple, you know, a few things that I kind of jotted down. Beat nuts or the alcoholics?
I would say the beat nuts.
That's right.
Look, man, no disrespect, bro. I'm from the West Coast, dog. I love West Coast music, but like, I was more like that New York sound.
Yeah, straight up. That's
You know what I mean?
our shit.
That's
Like,
that's
I love Tupac. That's my favorite rapper of all time.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like, bro, I'm 39, right? This might be a little controversial, but I find it weird, right? I'm 39, and maybe it's just how I'm thinking. If I'm out of line, correct me. But when people will be like reposting Tupac, like, I'm like, you're 39, like, you're still taking advice from a young man who hadn't really even grown into himself.
Straight
He's saying all kinds of wild shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
And people are like,
And he was kind of like bipolar, you know what
Like
I'm saying?
living their
He
life.
had his different,
you know, they're living their life by what this young man was saying, right? And he made a lot of bad choices, you know. And not even with that, like, and you can flip it too, like when women my age are, you know, obsessed with like Kylie Jenner and Taylor Swift and all these youngsters, and I'm just like, you a grown ass woman, like, you have a lot more to offer than that. But I mean, I guess it's just me.
Nah, it ain't just you.
it's not just you.
You know, but I grew up. I love Tupac. I love West Coast rap, bro. But it was more, like I said.
Hey, shout out to everyone that got a Tupac quote tattooed on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Straight up.
no hate,
Hey,
man.
Doug. Hey, it's funny. My compa over there. All he listens to is corridos, Doug. But he could fucking.
I just went to the Peso Pluma concert, bro.
there you go.
What?
Shit was
Where in
lit.
Ontario?
Toyota Center.
Ontario. Yeah. Anaheim.
But this man could quote DMX down to a fucking T, dog.
Oh, see, bro, I remember me and my mom, we had like a 1986 Chevy Caprice station wagon, and we used to have to put the little the tape in it with the Discman mounted, right? So it could play through the speakers.
Cassette tape.
But she had the Great Depression by DMX, and she'd be dropping me off at football practice, you know, banging DMX.
Yeah.
Her favorite album is Exhibit Restless. So you know what? Let me correct myself, bro. It wasn't West Coast, I was always drawn more to the lyricism because that exhibit, I was on exhibit like
40 Days
crazy.
and 40 Nights is my favorite shit.
Razzcast, like
Razzcast is that's one of our
C.
know what I mean?
Arson.
pinnacle.
yeah. Oh yeah, you do. DJ Noriega's got. Yeah.
Really?
So like, I grew up just more interested in like the lyrics. So, like I said, my mom was writing down lyrics for me. We were trying to figure out the Bone Thugs lyrics, and then
that's crazy. That's crazy because I used to write down Wu-Tang lyrics.
yeah.
I used to write them down.
Yeah.
So
I remember
man.
that shit. Inspector Deck.
Yeah.
Poisonous paragraph, smash your phonograph
You know
in
what I
half.
mean?
It be the Inspector Deck on a warpath.
Deck is so fucking underrated.
First class, leaving
Yeah.
mics in the cast, causing ruckus with the aftermath. Like shit, it's, I think it was like fucking 15.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
dude,
saying? That was
yeah.
a long time ago.
let's see when that was Liquid Swords, right?
No, that was Ray. That's
Yeah, that's Liquid Swords.
Cuban Links.
I thought it was Liquid Swords.
No, that's Guillotine.
Oh no, yeah.
Guillotine.
That's it.
Okay,
Yeah, you're right.
okay,
You're right.
okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Guillotine,
It's
yeah,
Guillotine.
on Cuban Links. Yeah.
So yeah, that was 9. I was probably in 7th grade.
That's the purple tape. Yeah,
That's Purple Tape.
Yeah,
Jizza went off on that shit too. The last verse.
yeah.
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 What's that?
Did you that at that age of 15?
Yeah. It's it's different. And then now to actually know what the lyrics are meaning because
Oh yeah, when I heard like Mos Def Mathematics, bro, I'm not from fucking. I didn't know what the
Yes.
fuck he was talking about.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
today's mathematics. I didn't know none of that shit.
Yeah.
No 5%ers. No,
Yeah.
I didn't know. Yeah, you're right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I just remember like, oh, this beat is hard. Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, you know.
I always wonder why they call each other God
And
until
then
I was like,
when Wu-Tang
damn.
was like, what's today's mathematics? 7th grade, I was like,
Yeah.
shit, what are they talking about? I didn't know, bro. It just
Hey,
sounded
that
dope.
album came out on my 18th birthday, October 12th, 98.
Did it?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
black on both sides.
Oh yeah,
Most
that's
definitely.
Yeah.
Let
Dog,
me ask you guys something. What was the first hip hop rap album you bought?
Freaky Test. Too short.
Fuck, I'm gonna be honest with you. It was probably Vanilla Ice, dog.
I'm gonna laugh at mine too. Mine was Gangsta's Paradise by Coolio, bro. I was in like 5th grade.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't remember. I just shot that out because I fucked with Vanilla Ice. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
didn't. Hey, bro.
believe me, my cousins clown me. I got my family clown me, but I don't give a fuck. I fucked the new kids on the block too. You know what I'm
it
saying?
was funny because my uncle,
and
my
I'm gonna get tickets for their reunion concert next year. I don't give a fuck.
dog, my uncle had
What up, Manuel?
he had Rakim on vinyl, but at the same time, he was a Young MC. Fucking
Bust the
fan.
Move.
Yeah, Bust the
Yeah,
Move.
yeah,
We
straight
still
up,
listen to
yeah,
that.
straight up, yeah.
Because honestly, and honest, that shit came on the other day, and I was like, damn, even that shit now,
Father MC.
yeah, all that shit is just different. It's just more. There's just somewhat the sound. It's different, dog. It's just different. So where now, Young MC didn't sound like fucking Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah,
He didn't sound like Hammer.
yeah,
Everything had its own shit. Like Tone Loc sounded completely different.
yeah.
It's just it's just all that shit. Yeah, man.
Hey, what are 5 things you can't live without?
God. Now my children. My wife. My mother. My father.
Yeah, that's a good.
Well,
one.
you know what? We're gonna take it back because you're gonna have to be forced to one day. So to establish that in your mind right now is something I don't want to plant that seed. Because if things work out how we all hope one day, you're gonna have to live without them. So, man, I would just say my parents, are up there. But yeah, man, I don't know. I right now, if you ask my doctor, it's the pills. But it just.
Yeah.
That's a good question. But I would say as long as I got my babies, I got my faith, I got my trust in Christ, man, I think I'm good, bro.
Yeah.
Everything else is
So it's funny now that you're touching on that. You don't do the Christian rap. It's you are you, right?
there's a lot of Christian influence in my rap.
Got you.
I got a song called Sea of Glass where if you know the Bible, that it's mind blowing what I'm actually saying. But, it's just, I've always kind of found it, this isn't really, like I said, my final absolute truth is I adhere to the Bible, right? So I don't think the Lord wants, us mimicking
Gotcha.
the hip hop thing like that. No offense to anybody who does it. That's just, my take on it. So I don't say I'm a Christian rapper. Even the name God Given, that came before, I even came to where I'm at in my faith. That was more of everything in life is God given. Right?
Yeah.
So it's all God given. So I'm gonna do what I do, and then, but no, not a Christian rapper, man. But I do say things like about Christ. I do talk about my faith a lot,
Of course.
and that sort of stuff. It's heavily influenced. Like I got one line I say, because I've been busy chasing shares from Goldman Sachs and turning shorties with asses into golden calves, like so that influence is there.
Yeah.
Right. So, but it's not. I'm not a Christian rapper.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I am a Christian, but I'm not gonna say I make Christian music.
You don't want that label.
Yeah, because I don't think.
Gotcha.
I don't think it's I don't think it's where I'm
appropriate.
Yeah, man, because
Gotcha.
cursing and all that.
Yeah,
stuff,
of course,
Yeah.
of course.
And
of course.
there's nothing wrong with that either when it's not overboard, right? When it's not like
Well, look, I love Brother Ali.
yeah.
Like, you ever listen to Brother Ali, man? He don't call himself a Muslim rapper, but he is a He's a Muslim.
But he's putting that out.
Yeah.
But I myself, like I said, I'm a Christian, but I'm not a Christian.
He's got a joint with Scarface. I forgot. It was like a compilation album from like 09, 08.
Yeah.
God damn, he came
Brother
dope,
Ali
bro.
is
Yeah.
nice.
Brother Ali God.
He's legally blind.
Yeah.
Legally blind and albino, right?
Albino, yeah.
So
No, you know what, Doug? Honestly, whenever it's stuff that whenever it's things that that defy the popular demand, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. You know what I mean? I think that was that's the biggest thing. My next question for you is how, and I ask this to every brown rapper that comes on here. How do you feel about the Chicano rap phrase?
bro, I love Lil Rob.
Okay.
As for Chicano rap, like
You put out a record. You put out a record right now, and then you go
want-
to you go to Music Plus or the Warehouse or the Tower Records.
Said the warehouse, fool.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you walk up to the hip hop section, and you're not there, and you go to this section over here. You're in the Chicano rap section. How do you feel about that?
I'm cool with it, man. Put me anywhere. If I'm that, as long as I'm on the shelf, you feel me? Like if I'm there, I'm on the shelf, then that's cool. But then it also gives you an opportunity to transcend the sound, right? Because hip hop in 1981 wasn't hip hop in 1998.
I feel like in that when you're in this box, right? When you're on this side of the hip hop section.
Yeah.
Spectrum.
Yeah. No, you're not getting the eyes. So I get it, transcend the sound, but the people that can do it, like the audience that's going to allow that or whatever is not, they're not shopping right there.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think what you're trying to
The
convey
guys
is
aren't looking, they're not digging in that section, you know? Fools are digging in the hip hop section in order to transcend the sound, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying?
No, and it does. It leads me to this question. So tomorrow you're getting a hell of a deal, but there's only two choices: Def Jam or Thump Records. Who you signing with?
That's a good one.
In retrospect,
That's a fucking good one.
man, I would say Thump. I feel like they're a little more independent.
Yeah,
You get a little bit more creative say so.
and we've seen these freaking tapes since we were little.
But if you're talking like 1980s Def Jam,
No, I'm talking today. Today.
I mean,
Today.
You
today.
talking like-
Only because check this out.
The streaming
No,
today?
I'm talking today. I'm talking today because you guys got to remember one thing. Def Jam also hasn't
Well, first
really
of
put
all-
out anything.
But first of all, I don't feel like I'm gonna sign to anything
Yeah.
right now.
Gotcha.
That's not my avenue. Like like I said, I'm gonna much rather try to push something on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
I made a Patreon. I'm gonna try to push things. through
You're
the
more
Patreon.
independent. More
Yeah,
independent.
like
Got you.
I'd rather sell if you can sell 1,000 copies at $5.
Even if the numbers were
compared
right
to-
from both places.
Yeah, man, I just can't.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like I could do that. Not today.
Got you.
I don't think you really need to, And I wouldn't want to.
It sounds like you're knowledgeable of what the record industry is. So
Yeah,
when
I
it
mean,
comes
Or
down
at
to
least
that,
what they have to offer you.
You hear
what they
the
have to offer
stories.
you, yeah.
You hear the stories. You know,
Fucking horror
a
stories.
lot of people say. I just don't want to.
You don't want to go down that road.
No.
Yeah,
I'm good.
instead of hitting the fork, you're probably just gonna hit a reverse and go your way.
I mean, I'm cool if the people in my city,
Yeah,
you know my music,
got you.
show up and listen to it. Like I said, when I started rapping again, right, I stopped. What would you say, Dan? For like 5 years, I stopped rapping for a while, and to the point where I feel like I forgot how to rap.
Yeah, I know exactly
Like,
what that
you know what
feels
I mean?
like.
Like,
Straight up, yeah.
Like I wasn't working out that, so I had forgotten,
yeah,
how to be skillful with words.
yeah.
Got sick.
Everything you write down, you're kind of like,
yeah.
But when is it ever good enough?
Oh, I feel like when you're good enough,
when you're
when you're
comfortable to
good
say
with
it in front of
yourself,
people.
when you're good with yourself, and you don't feel like,
Yeah.
at least for me, because for me, I was always chasing,
And
chasing
you're
something.
leaving a piece of yourself there.
Yeah.
So if that's a piece of you don't want to leave, you don't want to leave it there. It's one of these things to where it's like you've written, when you've been like, that's not me. I'm gonna trash this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But see, like with me, I was willing to try different, like just different things because I just wanted to make any kind of record I could. Obviously, I'm not sure. I wasn't ever trying to make like a Ricky Martin record. You know what I'm saying? Or a
Cheap bang,
right? Or like a Nelly record or and no diss to him because
But if you
I seen
could,
him in
would you?
Vegas.
Yeah.
But if you could, would you?
Like
If you could be just a little more melodic, because that's basically what you're saying is.
okay, so when I think of a little more melodic, I think of like Fonte.
Oh, I love Fonte.
Like I'd want to do the I like Fonte.
But that's like
Want a girl
Yeah.
when I want a girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Fonte from from Little Brother. Like
Mitchell show. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah. That's the way.
But that's like one.
Fontigolo.
Yeah, that's like one guy. Like the only guy we could compare to him is the guy I just mentioned before, and he just went completely. I mean, honestly,
But he doesn't write for himself either. I don't think.
I don't think he.
You know what's crazy is when your shit is so stupid, and you ain't got and you have writers.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
like you can't. Sorry, I went off on a tangent. Like with that, I was passionate with that. That was a passionate statement, and we're talking about Drake.
Oh, hey, bro, I enjoy Drake's music.
Yeah.
God's playing.
No, you can,
I do enjoy it.
but for like the potential he had, like he didn't have to go this way. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but
Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't heard his last album.
Yeah.
Probably the last few.
Yeah.
But
It's the same one over and over again.
yeah,
I've heard the main ones where my sisters
Yeah, of course,
get
of
drunk,
course,
they
yeah.
throw it on.
yeah.
And, I'm like,
And don't
oh,
get me
that's
wrong,
cool.
like there's joints that I like,
yeah.
but there isn't anything that I'm gonna go back to on some like
Yeah.
some like lyricism shit. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
like there's some shit where like because come on, we all get in our emotions, right?
Of
No matter
course,
what, we all get.
Of course.
And that's the best fucking guy. Like you know, like he'll say some shit like whatever song I hear on the radio. I'm like, what?
Bro, I'm different. Like that's what I said. I grew up like on alternative rock, and when I'm in my emotions, bro, and
Yeah.
my pops was the Motown man. I'm going to like R&B.
Hell yeah.
You know, I'm
You know,
doing.
So
yeah.
Look, I don't listen to these rappers really anymore
fuck,
nowadays.
no, hell no.
I don't really go back to anyone. And that's no disrespect.
What do you mean go back to anyone? Like go back to anyone like the guys that we're talking about, or anyone
Like-
in this era, like this current
Like
time?
currently, like I don't find myself going back to hip hop. Look, I told a friend one time, like I don't need to listen to hip hop no more, bro.
Yeah.
Like for the fact that
A lot of people feel that way.
with love, look, when I fell in love with hip hop, bro, I was a young kid, lost, angry at the world, and that rebel spirit was like it identified with all these guys. You know what I mean? Now that I'm older, it's like I'm not gonna hear. I already heard it all. Nobody's gonna say anything that Tupac didn't say. Or nobody's gonna say anything that Biggie didn't say. Right?
What's your go-to playlist right now then? Like that you have on your
bro.
phone that like when you plug in your phone, the song pops up or whatever.
Like some Earth, Wind, and Fire.
There we go.
You know what I mean?
we
Some honestly, bro, I play with my mom. Play like when they play at the
Yeah.
Straight
barbecue,
up.
like
Yeah.
Straight up.
you know, Frankie Beverly and Maze, the Gap Band, my pops shit. Coming here, right? I was like I said, I was listening to Alice in Chains,
Yeah.
Rooster,
I
you
like
know,
Alice in
Stone
Chains.
Temple Pilots, Stone Temple
Pilots.
Pilots.
Yeah.
You know,
Alice in Chains got a dope unplugged album. That shit's fucking
yeah.
insane, dog. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So like, I love hip hop, bro. But it's lately I just been kind of like,
But it's one of those things that you love that you still want to keep it as pure as your wife.
yeah, I guess so. I never thought of it that way.
Because you can't.
But that's why I guess maybe when I do listen to hip hop, like I'll find myself listening to like Griselda,
Like,
you know,
okay,
38,
yeah.
38 Special, Rock
I
Mars,
can't listen to the.
You know,
West Side
Yeah,
Gun.
you're not big on West Side Gun.
West Side Gun.
No,
I
I'm
like-
not.
I
I'm
like
not dissing
38
him.
Special,
I'm
yeah.
not dissing him.
Yeah.
I'm not dissing him. I just that the voice just doesn't resonate with me.
I fuck with Conway. I think Conway.
Conway's nice.
Conway's dope.
nice.
I like Benny. I like Benny.
Benny's amazing. Yeah.
To me, out of the group, Benny has got the most as far as the package. Does that
Yeah,
make sense?
he's the more marketable one.
There you go. Yeah. And I'm not saying he's the dopest.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm just saying just in general. Like,
Yeah. But even then, like,
aren't
I
they
said,
all
bro,
relatives? They're related, right? I think they're all
Just
cousins.
Conway and
I think
West
they all
Side.
grew up in the same.
Yeah, they're all from Buffalo.
Yeah, they all.
38 Special's dope.
I think Benny's related
Is he?
Yeah,
I have no
might
idea.
because they're beefing. But there's like, hey, fool, it's my cousin. Like, it don't matter.
But
I
see, that's the
understand
thing. Like, so that's why I said, like, I love hip hop, but like, I really don't find myself listening to it
Yeah.
as much as
Yeah.
I used to these days. You know what I mean?
We want to
so-
keep it pure, bro. It's one of these
I
things.
guess I never thought of it that way.
We want to keep it pure.
But I'll go to some R&B, bro. Like,
Always,
yeah,
always.
man, some
Yeah.
info, bro.
Can
like,
feel.
Hey,
Hell
you feel me?
yeah.
Listen,
Hell yeah.
listen, dog.
Like, fuck that other shit, bro. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
We might get
You know what I
canceled
mean?
for this statement, but I don't care how many feet he shoots at. Hey, Tory Lanez has got some
yeah.
dope R&B.
Well, Chris
dog.
Brown-
What
just
was
came
his
out with
last
something.
album?
I don't know what it was.
That
but it's-
80s joint, dog.
Yes,
The prom,
yes,
whatever the
yes,
prom
yes,
shit
yes,
was.
yes.
That shit just
Fire, bro.
That shit
Yeah.
My
hits.
sister is the biggest Tory Lanez fan.
Fire, dog.
And
Fire.
she's been trying to. I've heard when, like I said, when my sisters are playing,
Yeah.
you know. But like I said, I go back to
yeah.
Usher, Climax, and
Yeah.
Neo. You know, Year of
Yeah.
the Gentleman.
Got you.
R&B, bro. Like I'm not really in that space no more. Where,
I never really fucked with like Neo and like I fucked with like early Usher, but like I'm thinking more like our shit's like obviously right. Like you say, Jodeci,
Yeah.
Boys to Men. Even Boys to Men was kind
Yeah.
of you know what I'm saying. But like Boys to Men,
Keith Sweat. Yeah.
Keith Sweat, yeah,
Keith Sweat.
Hey,
Yeah.
bro. And I don't. Hey,
Yeah.
look, let's just be real, bro. Cancel culture. I apologize, but R. Kelly was that dude
still is.
musically.
We had a whole
Yeah.
podcast about that.
You might want to bleep that out
Yeah.
so you don't get demonetized.
Nah,
but
no.
musically, that dude was on point back in the day. I don't listen to him now.
Yeah.
But
You
coming
can't.
up,
You
R.
can't.
Kelly, R&B.
You can't because we have a pure mind,
No,
right?
no.
So we can't.
No, but I'm saying, you know, I grew up when he was at the peak of R&B.
Hell yeah.
So that whole,
The
you
thing
know,
is that
I didn't get 12 play
Yeah.
R. Kelly.
no, yeah, that was us.
When
That
a
was
woman's
us.
we
fed
got that.
up. And,
But then there's so much
Sadie.
more that he did that he did for people
Yeah.
that we don't even know.
yeah,
Yeah.
true that.
I mean, you got to remember he did Life, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Straight
Casey, the Casey Haley joint. Or
Yeah.
no,
JoJo, yeah.
Yeah,
Casey
JoJo.
JoJo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
Yeah.
He did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wrote it.
But yeah, man, when I'm feeling like I find myself more in the R&B, the rock and roll, you know, kind of bag, and I think what it does is if I listen to too much hip hop, it doesn't give me the space I need in my brain to write my own raps.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because then I'm just flooded with everything,
Yeah.
and I don't want to be overly influenced by anybody else, really.
And could it be that energy shit that we were talking about earlier, like downstairs, like
Well, yeah. What are they recording? The 432
Yeah.
hertz is the healing frequency, right? So that's Bob Marley recorded in 432 megahertz. That's why I got a song where I say this shit feels like 432 megahertz. Like,
the hertz back in the 30s.
yeah. So
Really?
so now when you upload to Spotify, everything has to be in a certain megahertz.
Yeah.
That is, it deteriorates the mind.
Your mind, your chakra, your lower chakra, it's all low vibration.
So
Yeah.
they
What the
convert it to that megahertz, right? But before you had these people releasing music in 432 megahertz, and now what is it now, Daniel? Like 446? 44.6, something like that. Yeah.
What the
Because when you go
fuck?
on Pro Tools, they give
Yeah.
you two options. You can only export it in those
everything's back.
megahertz.
Good music, whatever.
Yeah.
But even at that higher level,
It's just received differently.
It's just received
Yeah.
different, and it does something to the mind and the spirit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like low vibration, 808 bass, heavy hip hop shit.
Yeah.
Low end theory.
It's all low shock.
That's what it is. Low end theory.
Yeah. Shout out to Tribe.
Dog. I mean,
Shout out to
it never
Tribe.
resonated with like the
The healing,
title.
the lower
Yeah.
end is the healing frequency.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
shit,
crazy.
dog.
So you guys think that's why?
Dilla, that's Dilla, that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Umi, that's the Uma,
the
whatever.
Uma,
Which,
yeah.
the Umi or Uma?
Uma.
Uma.
Yeah.
Was basically Dilla as far as the
Yeah,
discography
well,
goes.
yeah.
I mean, we know who was in it, but all the popular shit, all the reputable shit
Yeah.
would be Dilla, you know,
So what's
until he got smart.
what's the plans for the future, man? Well,
Man, I'm just trying to.
you got an album coming out. You just working on music till something feels right to put together a.
I think right now where I'm at, I've thrown Norris some ideas I want to work on, but that when me and my brother get in the same space, we'll execute those. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep trying to make singles, man, and put them out when I feel like it.
Gotcha.
You know?
No rush. Just
I think my next move is I'm trying to move into start doing like some visuals,
gotcha.
right? Because I'm 30, old head, right? Whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not with
I call it prime.
the whole TikTok era.
I call it
you know?
prime, yeah.
But you got to have the visuals now, right?
I miss
So-
videos, Doug. I miss MTV.
Yeah.
I mean, I miss actually watching videos, but not what it became in the 2000s where it was all reality TV. I'm talking about like 94 when we
Yeah.
were watching videos all
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
And it was just, there's countdowns for these videos and shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just such a
Hey,
great
remember
era.
when Michael Jackson would premiere live on fucking
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
on 11 on
Network.
Fox
Network
11
television.
like after the Simpsons and
Yeah.
at 8:30 fucking
Yeah.
They did that with
Pacific
the-
Standard Time.
Black and white.
The black and white
Yeah,
video.
remember?
Black and white,
You remember
yeah.
that shit? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy, huh?
That's pre TRL. That's
Yeah.
pre
Straight
everything.
up,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Doug, remember what it was like to be home on a sick day, from fucking school, whatever. You're watching MTV, Doug, and you could see Guns N' Roses
Yeah.
at the same time. You could listen to Nirvana and then Snoop and then some MWA shit could come on.
Yeah.
Like these are things that are now considered classics,
Yeah.
and we were watching these things unveil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Bon Jovi,
yeah,
fucking
you know what I'm
Meatloaf
saying?
and that motherfucker.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you
Straight
would
up,
hear,
dog, yeah.
like you would,
Meatloaf.
like Gin and Juice come on right after fucking November Rain.
Yeah.
Like you're just like, God damn. And November Rain, when you really put it down, that piece of music is crazy.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like, it's insane, dog. Like we grew up in this era that's just so golden.
I was just gonna say that. And so, like, when we say golden era, I know you and I, when we say it, we're not necessarily talking about just hip hop.
No.
You can, which most people say, like, oh, the golden era of hip hop, but no, that's the golden era.
Rock.
R&B, rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to say, like, look,
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could, Under the Bridge, fucking Spice One would come on.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, and it was crazy. Like, you could watch a 2-short video late at night because that's when they would come on.
Yeah.
But during the day, there was still, like, the rock choices were just amazing, dog. Like, it was just,
And
it was crazy.
what we got out of it was the artistry, right? Or whatever. We got the final product. But think about the time, like, you had to be a dope ass engineer. You had to be creative. You had to be like, it was a great
Reels.
time for everybody.
Reels, yeah.
You know what I
You had
mean?
reels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to earn your keep. You had to earn your keep. You couldn't just be some bullshit ass like, oh, I can cut like me. I'm a bullshit ass dude, because I have access to fucking, a computer and a computer, like software. I'm not an engineer. I'm nobody, but I could do something and throw some shit on Spotify. It's not the same as the time that we were talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, moving forward, like I just find myself, right now, I just want to be creative, man. I just want to keep creating. I want to, pull in, get a team going, like, find, if you want to sing, like, let's get something going. If you want to rap, let's get something going.
You got a duo right in front of you, dog. You got a duo right in front of you. These dudes got sounds.
Yeah, if you want to
These
do
dudes got
some
sounds.
visuals, man, like, You know I ain't the prettiest dude, but let's do something on visuals and get them up. You know, and so I just moving forward. Just want to keep creating, and you know, I would say, man, I had some near death experiences, and I have my boy now, and seeing him know all my raps. Right, I posted a video not too long ago, and he's knowing it word for word. He's only 3, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like that little legacy, right? It might be not that legacy might not mean anything to anybody else.
Nah.
But in 60 years,
Yeah.
when he's old man, if he could throw something and be like, look, this was my pops, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I want. And I want it to be something of substance, not my pussy pink, my booty hole brown. Like I don't want to do that kind of thing. I just want,
And that's, yeah.
you know, like capture an essence, man. Like I was trying to say earlier, like there's a time in Paris where you had one high school, one middle school, and we all knew each other, bro. Everybody knew each other. You know, 6-7 years separated apart, you knew who they were. You know, my brother-in-law is probably like 5 years younger than me, but we all know the same people, bro, in the city. Mm-hmm. Now there's a lot of high schools. I don't think you really get that amongst the city, right? But there's a pocket. There's a pocket in my city in Paris where everybody is, and that's kind of what I'm trying to capture. That song Michilada I did, you know, captures like a whole, you know, 10-year group of people, and if you're from my city and you know a few of the people I know, you'd be like, oh yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's that 10-year of people.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Gotcha,
They know exactly.
Yeah, that's
what's
cool.
happening
That's
in
cool,
that
man.
song, bro.
That's cool. And when your own people feel it, there's no feeling like that. That's almost
That doesn't happen often.
no.
No, but I need more of you motherfuckers to feel it and start supporting your boy, because you know
that's it.
Ultimately, I'm just
everything.
trying to capture that, bro. Dude, leave something for my boy to listen to one day. Something the homies right now could enjoy, and that I'm not gonna look back in 10 years and cringe on. Like,
Yes, sir.
Because look, I feel like where we're at right now as a culture, like we're all the children of immigrants, right?
Yeah.
But some of us are 2 generations in here, and we get so wrapped up in not necessarily hating on each other, but like, oh, I'm gonna be the first motherfucker to do this.
Crabs in the pop theory.
And to me, I'm just like, bro, I don't give a fuck, bro. Just do it. Like, if it's dope, I'm gonna listen to it, and I'm gonna, you know.
The first or the best. It's always, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we say it all the time. If we knew people like the people that we've met on these episodes when we were younger, dog, honestly, I probably would have never stopped making music.
But see, that's the beauty of today, dog, because we didn't have this internet shit back then.
No, not at all.
Imagine if we were able to network like this 10 years ago when we were really trying.
Like, dog, we were so close.
Yeah.
We were so close, and we didn't know. I got I got another buddy too, you know, the homie Breezy. Same thing. You know, we ended up meeting up at the county and fucking. I'm like, yo, like you were so close. You know what I mean? Like it would have been musically, it would have been different.
And that kind of that for me.
Hey, here we go. Old heads talking about the past.
But see,
I sound like Uncle Rico and shit right now, huh? We're fucking Napoleon Dynamite.
But for me right now, bro, it's all about just trying to build discipline in life.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, health, mentally, physically, and then even work ethic wise. Just trying to stay disciplined and just keep it going, man. Yeah. I got some good stuff in the tuck, man. I just got to execute it. Yeah. And
what you got now is dope. It's fire. What you got now is.
I appreciate that. But I'm just trying to execute, right?
Yeah.
Stay disciplined with it, and then not
for
keep
sure.
it rolling, bro.
Well, anything we could do to help, let us know, Doug.
I mean, look, bro. I've never ever been interviewed for anything, like nothing. You know, I've always just been.
You're a pretty low key dude, I can tell.
Being as big as I am,
you like to kind of
stay especially in the where I'm at now in life. You know, I did the whole wild running in the streets shit, and you know, pay the price for a lot of it. You know, but now I'm just like,
and this is what we take pride in. That's like the whole idea for this platform is to have, you know, guys like yourself come on and where you're like, yo, I don't really do interviews, but it's like, come here because we want to showcase that you have talent.
Yeah.
You have been doing it.
Yeah.
You know, because there's plenty of guys like us out right now that are kind of the same way, kind of low key. You want to do music. You want, even, of course, you like to get paid for the music, but it's that conflict of interest where of like the artist and the person. You know, like the person is like, you know, you come from humble beginnings. You kind of want to chill. You don't really care about being out, but you know what you have to do. You have to pursue it, and that means you have to expose yourself.
Yeah.
And you know, we don't always want to expose ourselves because we are, you know, kind of like protected in our own little realm. You know, whatever life that we create, but we have this passion that just needs to get out. You know, it just however it finds its way, it does.
You know what I found like the more at peace I become with myself, like the less I feel the urge to be seen.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy doing this. Like I said, I'm gonna always write, bro. I've written.
So here's a good question to kind of go with what you're saying, like, and even us, like this even pertains to us. Say we got an offer from overseas, right? We'll say somewhere in the UK.
Yeah.
We're like, yo, this Friday, fly out. We'll fly you out and we'll give you, $5,000. Like, could you do it?
Fly out to the UK?
Yeah, wherever. Just like you get a random email, we're like, yo, we'll fly you out. Just
I could
perform.
probably make it happen. Yeah.
No, I mean, but but would you do it? Like meaning.
Would you put more thought into it than maybe 15 years ago?
If they were giving me money for it, of course, I think.
But
especially with babies and children.
Yeah, but
right?
think about not really knowing if it's
if it's the right decision to make.
Right, because
now your decisions affect people.
Yeah, like you say, you had some plans, right? You had, your an in-laws, baptism this weekend or something. But something like this comes up, but it's not just like, I don't need the money. But it's like this could be another opportunity to where you can, you kind of get what I'm saying. Like, are you willing to make the sacrifice of like, yo, fuck, I got to go do it.
I wouldn't run for money, but if it was for something that I genuinely believed would position me in a better spot to have my children in a better position, then I would consider it. Of course, I'd have to chop it up.
Yeah.
Like I said, run down the line and see where we're at. But yeah, I would definitely consider going out somewhere. But
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't do it like, oh, they're gonna give me like $15,000 to go to Dubai, and I would just be like, well, what's it gonna do? What are the risks? Like I over kind of cautious these days.
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna run into a situation. Like I said, I do have
but that's kind of what it's about.
Health
right now
issues from the past now.
Yeah.
Right. Like I mentioned earlier, I had a really, really,
I see what you're saying.
experience. So for me to just chase money, there's a lot more at risk for me than just. It's like, can you physically get out there right now and do it?
Okay,
right?
okay.
So,
I hear what you're saying.
For me, I gotta make sure I'm on point. I couldn't just run out and do what I got to do.
See, but that's the thing. A lot of times the opportunity comes when we're not necessarily ready for it.
Yeah.
And
that's when all the opportunity comes.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's true. And it's kind of like, I don't think I'm not ready for it. Right. And I'm not even talking about just in like music, just in general, opportunities, like things that I wanted when I was ready to go wasn't there. And then when I kind of get settled in, boom, it comes and I'm like,
sometimes your best ideas come under the worst trauma. Well, not trauma, but under the worst timing. I could be chasing. I got a 3-year-old, bro.
Yeah, me too.
I could be chasing around my 3-year-old, and the best thing I've ever thought to ever write down came down at my time of disciplining him, because now my brain is working in a different. It's in a different zone now.
Yeah.
Now my brain is thinking, how do I discipline him? What did I not like about being disciplined?
Yeah.
But what's going to work?
When I find myself having to discipline my son, I try to say a little prayer before that.
That's good.
I do that a lot. I just say, Lord,
hell no, I'm sorry.
help me not to push this kid further from what he's supposed to be.
Yeah, because you don't want to push them too far from you. I noticed, I noticed.
He could push away from me all he wants. I just don't want him to not be who he can be one day because
Yeah.
I spanked him. You know.
I was ready.
You know.
Come here.
So I
Come
try
here.
not. I try not to do that, man.
Yeah.
I'm guilty. I've done it. You know.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I got 3.
I'm new to the dad game.
Oh,
right?
really? Okay.
My son is 3 and my daughter's a year and some change right now. So
Oh, barely.
yeah.
Oh shit, you are new.
That's what I said, man. I the second half, bro. I was dead, bro. I died. I was dead. They gave me a 0.5% chance to get through all the shit I went through. 7 years, bro, is when I started living. That's when, you know. I know me and my wife went to kindergarten together, but you know we got together about 5 years back. You know, knocked him out and. That's when I started coming into who I am. Because you got to understand, bro, you go your whole life thinking you're this big, strong, badass dude. And in so many words, I was, right? But when you're stripped down, bro, as a grown man, where I found myself in life, in all transparency, 31, grown-ass man, and my mom's got to wipe my ass for me.
Gotcha.
The humbleness, right? The losing of ego and everything that has to happen, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
You
hey,
have to
Doug,
leave all pride there.
you can't have pride. You can't have
You gotta
anything.
leave it there, yeah.
And then even to the point where the doctors tell me if you get angry, right, your blood pressure is gonna go crazy. You might pop, bro, and then you're done. So now you can't get mad,
Shit.
right? You got to learn how to. Now, do I get mad? Yes, I do now.
Yeah.
But you know, these are things they're telling you. So
You just gotta monitor
the
the shit.
PTSD it builds, and I talk about this all in my music. You know, I drop little here and there, everything. But yeah, man, from that point, it's like now I'm on my second leg, and that's why I said the old me it had to die. Now I'm an old man telling old stories about the old days, right? And I'm trying to articulate that in the best way,
Of course.
in the most respectful way I can. But yeah, man, it's
Damn, that's
it's-
crazy. That's crazy.
a journey. So what was the question you asked? You were saying when you
Fuck, did I?
my bad. I think I maybe went off on
Yeah.
a tangent.
Yeah,
But
no,
It's
no,
all
it's
good.
okay. Yeah,
It's
because I
all
didn't
good,
ask
yeah.
the question.
yeah. But so
No.
when I found myself in this position, right? Now it's just like, okay, let me get back to me. You know, I've been frozen in time for like 4 or 5 years, right?
Yeah.
Now it's like, let's do the work. Let's get back to what you love. So in 2020, when the whole world shut down, right? I kind of found myself like, all right, my cousin, who was one of my best friends growing up, passed away. That's what made me start writing again. He lost his life, and we all rapped together coming up. And now I'm looking at it like, you know, I think the first thing I was sitting there and I have a song and I was like, man, I don't want to write. You know, that's what I just kept telling myself, like, I don't want to write, you know? And then that became the chorus. And then my cousin Rudy, who's his brother, we all were sitting at my Uncle David's house. And my Uncle David, like I said, is a musician. He has everything. So we're all sitting there, my cousin, guitar and boom, boom, and we make this song for my cousin who just passed away. And then it was just like, okay, like
Juices
that kind of
started
got it
flowing
going
again,
again.
Yeah.
And then my homie Ramiro passed away, right? Rest in peace, Ramiro. Rubacaba, Paris Wheel and Tires in Paris, Will City in Corona. His family still owns it right now. But, you know, that shook me, bro, because the last conversation I had with him, we were kind of going through the same things health-wise at the time. And so when he passed away, I was shook, man. And then I wrote a song called Flowers. Like, I just want to give you flowers while you can still smell them. And then that turned into like me writing like a love letter to all my loved ones, right?
Gotcha.
And then once I started doing that, like from the grief, writing again, then I was like, oh shit, I'm not trying to be gangster like I was. I'm not trying to be those things that young man was. Like, oh, let me write like this. Let me have some fun with it. Let me, you know, be more transparent. Let me be more
It's like a
real.
resurgence, bro. It's just this resurgence, yeah.
You know,
You know, and so that kind of what's brought me back, man, is just, you know, being at the rock bottom, bro.
There's an artist, Russ. Russ kind of writes from a point of view that kind of resonates with me, like family, like structure. You know what I'm saying? Like a portion of it, right? Not all of it, and just things that he writes about, and I'm just, and I like that he pours his heart out over like a lot of my favorite producers.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean the dude's dope, and so to hear you say that,
Yeah.
like I get that feel from your music too. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, and that's why I said, like, I think what people, it's all about becoming unguarded in the art, right? Like, to really think of it as an art form now. Whereas before, I was doing it more so because my cousins did it, right? Because I was good at it. I could get in the cypher and battle rap and say some shit that'll make the crowd, oh, damn, right? And then you get one of the girls like, you know, you get to talk to her at the party a little bit, hook up with her, that kind of thing. So it turned from that to, like, write out the grief, really work that out. And then now I'm just trying to.
What's more therapeutic? Writing, like
Writing?
about the grief or the.
I think right now, just anything creative for me right now is what I find my, you know, whether it's writing haikus, right?
Yeah.
You know, like I said, my grandfather would sit there studying, and he wrote songs and poems and things of that nature. You know, we come from a very passionate culture, Latinos, man.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got Pablo
Of
Neruda.
course. Yeah.
You got, you know, Diego Rivera. All these people of passion, bro. Like, and poetry has always been, like, ingrained in our roots. So I've always written poetry too, like, and yeah, man, I just trying to be creative is would be my answer in everything.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So yeah, man, that's you know, it's heavy, but like I said,
It's all in a nutshell, right?
yeah. Now it's just like, fuck it, let's have some fun, man.
Yeah.
Because you know what, bro? Like Daniel will tell you, bro. Like we did songs like "Living My Life," all these songs, bro. Like I never knew how to really have fun on them, right? Stories, like I wasn't able to capture, you know, just throw caution to the wind and just freestyle. Like I always felt like I had to overtly like portray something and rap about something, you know, like the whole world needs to hear this, you know. And now I'm just like, oh fuck it, I want to make some shit for my son, my family they'll like.
I think that's where I was at. Like when I was telling you earlier, I was kind of like once I was able to structure my shit a little bit better. I was able to use, you know, less words that I felt were a little more impactful, even though I'm just still rhyming. But I feel like people can relate to the grief, the pain, you know, whatever, more than well, I don't want to say they can relate more than, but it's something that's
More touching.
Yeah,
you gotta remember it's.
I think the fan base is different when you because they feel like you opened up to me like
Yeah.
You're vulnerable.
Yeah.
But see,
There's different. Yeah.
Me coming back though, like, look, man, I got really really close homies who I don't see much anymore because after what happened to me, I kind of disappeared, man, and I just been frozen in time, you know, right, trying to get through this sickness, and now that I'm getting through it, it's like, oh, this is who I am, right? You know, this is what I've been the whole time. Like, let me get back to me and doing what I love. And I mean, it's not like I don't want to like make it like it's something that is so profound, but it's just like.
But it is because it seems like when you first started doing this, you rap from your brain. And then after a while, you start rapping from the heart.
Yeah,
you start writing from the heart.
Yeah,
because you want to write the most prolific shit in here.
But then it's also rapping from the heart, but then also rapping from experience, right?
Yeah. Well, you need to live. You need to live.
I'd gotten into some fights. I'd done some street shit, and you know we ran around and sold what little bit of shit we sold, and that sort of thing, right? But it's like I said earlier, you're a 21-year-old kid still, basically, like, you you still don't even know how to live life on your own, right?
Yeah,
You're
of
still
course.
living with your moms and like, so I feel like I had to live life. I had to mature, had to find some discipline. I had to get over the traumas, man. That mental trauma shit is real.
Yeah.
I had to work through all of that, and then now it's like still working on it, bro. We ain't there, but
Yeah.
now I'm able to articulate it a lot better and put it out there really with I don't give a fuck what these people think about me, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's said with all love, like I don't care.
Yeah.
Just make something dope. You know what I mean? Let's create.
Hey,
I hear that. I hear that.
Well, where can everyone find you? Like, throw out your socials, or your social media, throw everything out there where they can get a hold of you.
Pretty much, I'm on Instagram, The Prodigal Rapper, THEE, Prodigal Rapper. That's pretty much it, man.
Yeah.
I got
You got a YouTube
TikTok
page or?
No, not yet. I'm working on a YouTube page, but you guys ain't gonna know that's me.
Got you.
I like
I'm
that.
just trying to make some streams of avenue.
Yeah.
So just Spotify on all streaming platforms. I got some music up. SoundCloud, God given. Apple, God given.
Okay.
SoundCloud, God given.
Any merch? Anything?
No merch, not yet, man.
Not yet.
Like I said, I got some things that I'm trying to work on. Hopefully, we'll get it happening soon. Shout out to my brother-in-law, the Underground Exclusives in Paris, barbershop.
Got you.
Hopefully we'll be able to, I've been spitballing some ideas with him we've been trying to do. Finally found videographer that we're going to work with.
Oh, hell yeah.
So try to put something together, man, and just kind of, I'm touching on a few things here about my personal story, but there's a lot more to it. So we're trying to do like a little, I'm going to turn 40, bro, in May.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm trying to do a little 15-minute documentary series performance, kind of NPR style in the barbershop.
Gotcha.
We'll see what happens though.
Yeah, I hear you.
We'll see what happens.
Well, thanks
bro.
again, man, for
Yeah.
coming on. I appreciate it, dog. Yeah,
I appreciate it.
It was nice, man.
Dog,
It was an honor
shit
for
is
sure.
Yes, sir.
Crazy, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
and I know we just kind of scratched the surface with you. I know there's a whole lot more to it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, there's got to be a part 2 to this. You know what I'm saying? Like for sure, we'll have you back.
we could get into it, man. Like I said,
At this point, listen, man. We did this platform for you guys.
Yeah. That's
For
big.
for you guys. I mean, had this platform, a platform like this existed for him and I, shit, things might have gone different.
Yeah.
Things might have gone different. However, you know what I mean. At this point, we're here to support. You know what I mean. And hopefully, hey, if we get the love back, we get it back. If we don't, I mean, at the end of the day, I think the public service is done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're fighting against two demons, bro.
Yeah.
You know, we make music in a culture that sometimes is not considered ours, is whether it is or not. I'm not here to argue that.
Yeah.
But I am. But you know what,
bro? I'm just here to fuck it up.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
honestly, like
exactly.
I don't give a fuck about none of that, bro. I'm good, dog.
Yeah. You know.
Am I the best? Probably not. But you know what?
But you're gonna make sure
I'm
that
good.
name. But you're gonna make sure that name is known.
Yeah,
And that's all that matters.
I ain't.
Yeah. That's all that
I
matters.
by far am not.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
So yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
I appreciate you guys.
Hell yeah.
Nah, we
Hey,
appreciate
bro.
you, dude.
Shout out to Paris, homie. All the homies in Paris, for real.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
right.
You know,
of
shout out
course,
things,
of course,
but-
of course.
Hey, to everyone, if you guys have gotten this far, we appreciate it.
man.
Thanks for tuning in. If you can, like and subscribe. It goes a long way for us. Help us get in the algorithm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. I got a song on iTunes now that I think about it, for my cousin Steven who died. It's called Scuba Steve. That's the one I was talking about what me and his brother did.
Yeah. I didn't mean to laugh, but I love the title.
Yeah.
Love the title.
So, but every all the music, when we put that song out, we were like, man, he was a fireman, right? So
Yeah.
all firemen, we were like, any money that song makes, we're gonna give to his kids. So if that song by any chance could just make anything, bro, it's gonna go to my cousin's kids.
There it is. There it is.
So God rest his soul.
Yeah, there it is.
I love you, Steve, bro.
Yeah,
Real shit.
hell yeah.
And so
There
yeah,
it
if you
is.
guys want to go purchase that one, if I could make
Gotcha.
any suggestion.
There it is.
Yeah, go tell your tias, your comadres, your next door neighbor's sperm donor's cousin.
Everyone.
Yeah, everybody.
Let's get it in.
yeah.
Hey, you guys have a good one.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
again.
God bless, man.
Life's a risk, carnal. Remember, you said it yourself. Pues órale, step into the ring and throw down, ese. You a badass? Take care of business, Holmes.